hold out, choose to believe. The vision is clear, the power is near. Abundance is rising, the moment is here. I align my mind, my soul, my way. I call my future into today. I manifest, I claim my life. My dreams take flight in the quiet night. 7 days, a journey begins. Everything I desire is already within.
Hi, welcome everybody. I hope everybody is here who needs to be here. I'm checking the comments now. Oh, look at that. Yay. Hi, Chris. Hi, April. It's so nice to see you guys. So the first thing I want to apologize for is the way that my camera is showing up. It makes it look like I'm like looking away from you guys when I'm not. So I can't seem to fix it. It's okay. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I've been super excited for this. Let's see here. Pop up some friends here. I hope everybody can see. Can everybody see? I think April can see. Oh, if you can't tell, I've had some technical difficulties before starting. So, nothing we can't handle, I suppose. Just a couple of those little technical hiccups as usual. So I'm just going to kind of get started on explaining a couple of things that I intend to do here, or what our intentions are. I'd like us collectively as a group to set an intention outside of the intention that we're setting for ourselves personally. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Clear intentions, feeling that intention is really what creates your manifestation. It's like the grounds on which it starts on. So, oh, that is so amazing, April. Thank you so much for sharing that. There is a lot of energy in the air for this entire month with the different eclipses that we've had and the new moons. So yeah, it's been intense energy for sure. And today is actually one of the best days for manifestation because we are coming into a new moon and we are at that last day of the, depending on where you're located, on the partial solar eclipse. So a lot of really great energy to manifest. Also a portal, which always amplifies. So exciting stuff. Yes. Oh, I agree. I can see some amazing things coming as well. Now, so for day one, we're going to begin by setting clear intentions. And then tomorrow, the second day, it's all about gratitude because gratitude is what raises our vibration and also attracts more of the good into our lives. And then day 3 is going to place a bit more focus on releasing some of the limiting beliefs that I know that some of you have been carrying. And I'm going to share some tips and tricks that I've used personally to increase my vibration and to identify some of those limiting beliefs that were holding me back. On day 4, this is all about visualization. So this is going to be imagining our dream lives, how we see it in vivid detail, feeling the emotion of what's already ours. Because we're not speaking in future tense. This is all about, this is what's here right now for us, which is another trick to manifestation. People always put things in the future tense as if it's something you're waiting for, we're being placed in the mindset of it's already here. I feel it. So day 5 is going to be about inspired action, taking small steps towards your goals. And it could be something as simple as sending an email, making a call, or simply doing some research, because action also creates the momentum and the excitement for moving forward. Because again, manifestation is all about holding that higher vibration and managing to consistently hold that vibration. And love is the highest energetic vibration out there. So day 6 will be all about practicing mindfulness, staying present, catching ourselves if we start worrying or doubting, so that we can gently bring our focus back to the present moment, trusting in the process, and really have that inner knowing that the universe is working for us. And then day 7 is a congratulations on completing the 7-day manifestation challenge. We're going to reflect on our progress, celebrate wins, no matter how small, because this is all about practicing the techniques daily so that you can continue to manifest your dream life. The future is very, very bright. And so I would encourage people to start out with a smaller manifestation that is easier for you to see the results for, because we're not going to check for any results. This is going to be about, this is what I've done. I'm going to do this again the next day and continue to repeat without checking, because on the 7th day, you will notice things changing and coming in if you don't see it before then. So you will see that physical proof that things are changing, and you will have an inner knowing or feel that inner knowing when it shifts. So that is the overall 7-day outlook for all of you. I'm hoping a couple more are coming in now. Usually people come in about 10, 15 minutes casually late. On what I've just covered so far, is there anything that you guys can think of that you've had questions on in terms of manifesting, or that I've gone over at all? And yes, please listen to Chris and help us to elevate this experience by sharing us out. It would be greatly appreciated. And genuinely, it would be amazing. Because another little tip is the collective energy that we bring in is also what's going to heighten your manifestation. Is all of our energy combined, rising, increasing that vibration outwards. Yeah, so I'm just going to give you guys a couple of seconds for any questions. And then if nobody has questions, we'll just kind of get started on a few things. Yes, exactly. And those are kind of some of the things that I thought I'd go over. Is it is a big point. You do have to be curious. You kind of have to let go with the flow, not have any specific expectations, and not have a vision of what the outcome looks like as it's coming in. Because when we have that vision of how we see it perfectly coming into our lives, it's limiting all the other endless possibilities that the universe could grant to us that we don't know is for our highest good. Because there's infinite possibilities when it comes to the universe in terms of how things can manifest and come into our lives. So that is a very great point, April. Thank you so much for bringing that up. So what I would like everybody to start with is a very clear, specific goal that they have for their manifestation. So in other words, write your intention, whether it's related to financial success or personal growth. This could be a target income that you have in mind, a major business milestone, a savings goal, even just a simple action step towards what wealth creation looks like for you. If you're manifesting money, which is 90% of what people try to do first. Dupre, some law of attraction talk about visualizing clearly what you want, but I'm hearing you say not to be specific. Nope, I think you misheard me. What I'm saying is that you need to be specific and intentional, but in a way that does not limit you and the outcome that you could receive. So, in other words, a clear goal like I just received $6,000. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have just received $6,000. That's as specific and intentional as you need to get. Feel the emotion. Say what it is that you want to bring in. Don't expect an outcome. Don't check. That will block flow. That will hold things up. You just have to have complete and utter faith that it's going to come in. So that's an example of how specific and clear you need to be. You don't want to make it too clear, because then there's a chance of it getting confused. You could even unintentionally confuse yourself on the emotion that you would feel in that moment if you get too specific, especially if you're trying to manifest something into your life that you've never had. So, commit to that goal mentally and emotionally. I would encourage a lot of you to write it down by hand, which engages your brain a bit more deeply rather than just typing it or thinking it. It helps to solidify your commitment and focus on that specific goal. And the more that you repeat it, and feel it, the more likely it is going to be to manifest a little bit quicker. And then review and reflect regularly. So at the end of each month, if you've set a monthly goal, review what you wrote, assess your progress, and then write the next goal or an updated version for the following month. Maybe you're doing this weekly. You could do it on a weekly basis, but I wouldn't get too far ahead of yourself, because you want to see that proof of the first manifestation before you go trying to set crazy goals every week. So I would take it a bit slower until you get the hang of it, because once you get the hang of it, it flows in very quickly. And you can see manifestations come in within 24 to 48 hours. I've seen proof. So the writing itself doesn't create wealth, but it serves as a reminder or a motivator so that you're taking that concrete action and step towards your goals. And over time, these small, consistent efforts are what compound and then change your subconscious and your thoughts behind this. So you're then moving from a lack mindset into an abundant mindset. So make sure that you build that habit and that discipline. If you have a monthly ritual or a weekly ritual, then that's, of course, going to help you. So, any questions on that so far? While I'm waiting for anybody to ask any questions on that, it is important for you guys to keep in mind that this is not a quick scheme. It does require patience. You are literally shifting your energetic vibration to meet the vibration of love, abundance, excitement consistently, daily. And once you've managed to do this daily and consistently, well, then you've permanently made that change or adjustment for the future. So it does take a lot of patience, persistence, and effort. But the power really truly lies in the combination of your goal, its clarity, regular reflection, and your feeling and emotion towards that goal. So, please say again how to write your intention. Yes. So when you're writing your intention, you would like to be clear and focused, imagining that emotion, but not so detailed that there's room for confusion. So an example of that is, I'm so excited. I have $6,000 in my bank account. That's an example, because we are focusing on the now, not the present, no present tense. We do not want to leave room for the universe to think that we are waiting for this to happen. It has already happened. It's here and now. And the reason I say this is because time is not linear like everybody has thought that time is linear. Time is now. Time is not existent. It's an energy. So it's not existent in the measurement formula that we've created. It is so much bigger than that. And there's so much more than we can see with the eyes. So when we're creating this goal, keep it simple, something that you can feel the emotion of, and an easy intention. Whether this is related to financial success, your personal growth, you could even change something in appearance wise. Like, I used to have a really big mole on the side of my forehead. I actually manifested that to no longer be there, and it's gone. If you do it right and you genuinely feel it and you want it bad enough, it will come in. And that was within 7 days. Yes, and actually, this is a good point that April is bringing up. So she's super thrilled that she's using this as an example, but this is something she's also currently doing. I'm thrilled that I'm leading a retreat in Bali. She is leading a retreat in Bali. So maybe some of you could manifest going on this retreat in Bali. It's a 7-day, 6-night retreat. I'm going, and it is next October. So you have plenty of time to manifest it into your existence. And if any of you are interested, let me know. I'll get you in touch with April, and you guys can go from there. But happy manifesting. So let's see if there's anything else I can think of right now that I needed to go over. Frequency. I do want to talk a little bit more about the brain-heart coherent frequency. Now, when you have brain-heart coherence, it means that your brain and your heart are functioning essentially together in a way that allows your heart frequency to be broadcast out to attract anything that you would like in your life. There is scientific studies on this. You can actually look this up and research it if you're a bit more interested in the science behind this. But your heart does so much more than you know. I would explain a bit more. I just don't want to get too detailed in what we're going over and overwhelm you. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that, I'd be happy to talk about it as well. Just maybe not so much in the first day. So the first thing we are going to do is clarify what our intention is and align your intention. So I would like you all to create your first intention now, and then collectively as a group, we are going to create a measurable intention as well. This way you can help to track the progress of the group as a whole compared to your manifestation in progress as well. So just define your desire clearly. Be specific about what it is that you want to manifest. Just try to avoid conflicting desires. Perfect. Thank you for confirming that, April. I appreciate that. I know. I love that I'm on this journey with you as well. The Bali trip is going to be amazing. Oh, perfect. I'm happy that you found the steps so far easy. So, I want you to now, after you've written out what your intention is and you have your specific goal, I would like you to share with me what it is that you think we as a group should try to manifest. Because, I mean, we could manifest money as a whole group. We could manifest just that everybody in this group is happier, healthier, more emotionally excited and fulfilled by the end of this challenge. We could try to manifest, I don't know, give me some ideas. Let's get creative. And let's not limit our thoughts. Go as big as you want, but keep it simple. There is one other thing that I did actually want to mention tonight. Gratitude is an important process of manifestation. You want to make sure that you are genuinely grateful and expressing gratitude for the things that you have in your life currently. An attitude of gratitude actually cultivates more love and appreciation. And it lifts you up because you're more apt to go and help other people out, because you find that helping others brings you just as much joy and excitement as helping yourself or bettering your circumstances and situation. So keep in mind that cultivating gratitude is a really big step as well. Manifesting abundance. Here's the thing about manifesting abundance. Abundance can come in several different forms. So what kind of abundance are you looking for? There's abundance in wealth. There's abundance in happiness. There's abundance in depression. If you think about it, abundance can operate on any scale. So we do want to be just a bit more specific in terms of if you're manifesting an abundance of wealth to come into your life, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of gratitude, I would definitely shoot for something a little bit more specific. So, Dupre, your suggestion is manifesting an abundance of wealth. That's an extremely nice goal. I think as a group, money, happiness, good health, that's a really great vote too. Manifest better health. Yes, that's a good one. So if we're going to go in between wealth, health, and travel, because those are the three examples that we have, as a group, why don't we go ahead and set the intention of manifesting? I'm thinking of an amount of money that you can track that's not too much money that you haven't yet received. Because if we do shoot too high, your body's going to reject that because it's not going to feel safe with something that is too large that you've never seen before. So that's another thing that you'd want to pay attention to. So let's say, for example, that the most amount of money you've received as one lump sum, and this is just an example, is $15,000. Well, then the maximum amount that you would want to try to manifest originally would be $15,000, unless you've got a handle on that broadcasting of love paired with the brain, so heart-brain coherence. I think 1,000 is fair. So why don't we set the intention to manifest as a collective group $1,000? So this is how I'm going to have you guys set this intention. The first thing I would like everybody to do is just take a deep breath in through your nose and then release through your mouth. So big deep breath in now and release through your mouth. And again, big deep breath in through our nose and release through your mouth. Now we're going to take one more deep breath in through our nose and release through the mouth while keeping our hand on our chest. So deeply breathe in now. Hand on your chest. Exhale through the mouth. As you exhale slowly, feel the beating of your heart. Draw your attention to that area. Feel it. As you're feeling the rhythm of your heartbeat and taking your deep breaths in, regular breaths in, I would like you to start to visualize what it is that you are manifesting or what is currently in your life. As you're visualizing this, imagine your emotions, how relieved, how excited, how happy having this makes you. And then, as you're holding your heart, repeat to yourself, I am so excited that I have this $6,000. Or fill in the blank for your manifestation, whatever that is. And I'd like you to repeat this 3 times, again, focusing on the emotion of how it makes you feel to have this. Now that you understand this process of it, this is the first thing that I would like you to focus on for the first day. You're going to do this as many times as you would like to throughout today. I would not recommend doing this more than 5 times. If you do it too often, you can actually numb yourself from that feeling, and you don't want to numb yourself from that feeling, because at that point it gets redundant and it gets mechanical, and we're not trying to turn this into a mechanical process. So I would not try to do this more than 3 to 5 times max. And I'd say 3 is quite enough. But as you're focusing on cultivating this positive feeling, and as you're evoking this feeling, such as gratitude, appreciation, or love, focus on it. Continue your slow, steady breathing. Maintain this same rhythm for 2 to 5 minutes consistently. Practice is going to help you to synchronize your heart rhythms and brain waves, which is what creates that heart-brain coherence I was talking about. Heart-focused breathing is what slows the nervous system down. So it helps you to reduce stress and it increases that parasympathetic activity in your brain, which helps you to focus on positive emotions. It activates the heart's electromagnetic field. And this is what influences your brain function. So practicing this creates that feedback loop between your heart and brain that improves that emotional regulation and mental clarity. And that's the first step. Is this the same as heart math? That's a good question. I'm not sure if I've actually heard of heart math, or maybe I'm not hearing it as the method that you're relaying it to. Would you mind to share a little bit more about that, April? Oh, thanks for sharing that, Chris. Yeah, I helped Chris to get rid of the pain that he's been consistently feeling with an autoimmune disease. Heart math. I'm going to have to look this up. Let's see. Because I'm just not recognizing that right off the bat. Oh, it's that biofeedback loop. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to heart math. Heart math is more like a measurement of the waves of your heart, and that electromagnetic measurement, or gosh, I'm only reading this brief thing that jogged my memory for a moment. I'd say it's similar. I definitely would say it is similar, with more intention. Well, for this manifestation challenge, I'm treating this as a very beginner-friendly manifestation challenge. More intention from your manifestation. Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's many ways to manifest. And when we're offering a manifestation challenge, I'm offering a challenge that is very, very beginner friendly, that isn't as specific as some of the intentions that we would set in, say, a larger group or a larger collective, especially if we were looking to, say, impact the status of India and how everybody is doing in India. Because those are very much things that we can do, and that are there's very real studies that have been done to change the status of countries as a whole in large collective intention setting groups. So while it's a great suggestion, I'm just trying to keep this down a little bit so it's more beginner friendly, so it's not confusing, and that everybody just grasps the basics of what their first step is, so that there's no room for confusion. I hope that helps. And then after we've done like one manifestation challenge, then we can move up into higher and more specific intention settings, so that it's, oh no, not at all. I'm happy that you're raising questions and everything. I did not think that at all. I just wanted you to know what the reason is for the way that I'm choosing to share this. So, some things that you can do until tomorrow is work on cultivating positive emotions regularly. So anything that evokes gratitude, joy, compassion, or love. And this can be through recalling some positive memories that you've been through, expressing appreciation to others for things that they've given you or done for you, or just simply enjoying moments of beauty and appreciating the beauty that is around you in the everyday. I've seen a lot of people who this year specifically have had tremendous amounts of anxiety and stress. So through this manifestation challenge, you're also going to learn how to change that anxiety into more love, excitement. So I'll be excited to explain a little bit more about that as well as we go on further. But practice mindful presence, positive emotions, feeling the rhythm of your heart and aligning it with the emotion that you're feeling. And that's your homework for day 1. Now, just based on what I've gone over today, is there any questions, or do you guys have any comments? Do you think that I've gone over anything that's too easy or too beginner friendly? I definitely want to hear your feedback there, because I could definitely go into a bit more depth. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I intended. Thank you so much for your comments, to pray. And thank you so much for yours, April. It's been so amazing to have you here. And I can't wait to see everybody's progress from now to the end. It's very, very exciting. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that as well. Perfect. That's kind of what I was thinking. So thank you for that feedback. I think this is perfect. More depth is for another challenge. Heard. Amazing. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that as well. Starting with a simple challenge first, then building from there. Yay! Well, I, for one, am super excited for this. And tomorrow I'm going to do an energy read at the beginning, and then do a collective reading so that everybody kind of has an idea of how to use the energy of this month, going towards the end of this month, into October, so that it doesn't affect how they're setting their intentions and manifestation goals. Yes, let's go. I love that excitement and energy. Thank you. Oh, that's so good to know. Thank you for sharing that. I'll definitely be going into more detail on brain-heart coherence as well throughout this challenge. So thank you for sharing that. And if there's anything else that you guys think would be good to know, or that you have had questions about in terms of manifestation, please bring them with you. Let's answer as many as possible, because it can be confusing hearing the different techniques that are out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. And thank you, April. You guys are amazing. Even if you 3 were the only 3 that spoke up, that's perfectly fine. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, thank you, April. April is wishing all of you to have a relaxing evening. And absolutely, we got this for sure. Thank you for being my hype girl. See you, Dupre. Thank you so much for joining. And bye, Chris. Bye, April. See you guys tomorrow.
Every dream I hold, I choose to believe. The vision is clear, the power is near. Abundance is rising, the moment is here. I align my mind, my soul, my way. I call my future into today. I'm